Hey, what's up, guys? Hopefully no audio issues tonight. Looks like everything's working okay. Hopefully no slowdown issues either. I actually got some thermal paste and reapplied thermal paste to my CPU and cooler today, and I blew out all the dust and everything, so hopefully that takes care of whatever was going on last week. I guess we'll see. So far so good, I guess, unless you can't hear me. Prime 1, no, it's not really a speedrun at all. Just I was just running through it for testing purposes. Yes, Mandeli, paste. Alright, veteran. We're gonna see if we have any issues. Hopefully we don't have any issues tonight, though. I don't think we will. I was hoping to use something that was gonna be a little bit nicer for my experience, but it didn't work out. Mandeli, thanks for the DM. I actually did see that and fixed that. I appreciate that, though, man. Mr. Mandeli followed my channel. Yeah, when you are following, man, I finally earned your respect. Alright. I just use my phone for Discord while I stream just to save myself a little bit of resources. Gotta do everything you can when you're trying to push the game. You're gonna see about that, huh? Hey, Ray, what's up, man? Where you been, man? Good to see you. Glad you're here. I'm doing well. How are you doing? It is time for Prime 3, man. 4 hours is quick, you think? I don't know. I could probably do the whole game in like 5 or 6. Not this game. Mandeli hides on YouTube. No deaths, hyper mode, and no HUD. Maybe then you can earn it. Hyper mode. Ooh, no deaths on hyper mode. Damn. Man, you're not asking for much. You know, for a long time, this was actually my favorite game. My favorite of the Prime games. I can't really tell you why. I just really enjoyed it when I first played it, and it just really stuck out to me just how different it was from the other two. Going back and playing all 3, I decided that Echoes is my favorite. This actually being my least favorite of the 3 now. I really love Prime 1. I mean, Prime 1 and Echoes are like this. Hey, what's up, Donald, man? Welcome to the stream. Alright, use the radio controls. Yeah, it's ugly, man. Those upscales, especially this upscale pack is the worst of the 3, man. I have to go through and delete more. I've deleted a lot of them, man. I'm not using. I try to just use the biggest texture because all the small stuff just looks disgusting when it's upscales. There's actually a lot I need to get rid of still. I only use a few. Yes, a lot of noise in Delhi. A lot. I agree, John. I think all 3 primes are great, man. They're all amazing. And okay, so this is always fun right here with PRIMEHACK. Sometimes this works flawlessly, sometimes not so much. Not too bad that time. So to become a Metroid Pro, you're not a Metroid Pro until you say Echoes is your favorite. I know, right? Echoes really is my favorite, though. I mean, like I said, Echoes and Prime 1 are like this. I mean, they're just so close. I really, if I had to pick an absolute favorite, I'd give Echoes just like a hair, maybe. Hey, what's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Yeah. Yeah, man, Echoes is really good, man. I really like this game too, though. I really enjoy this game. It's just, there's things about it, just like all of them, you know, there's things that you love, things that you, not so much. Like this suit, man, the upscaled, ugh. Like, this suit needs to be redone.
Please calibrate your weapon by shooting these targets. Calibration complete.
Alright. Alright, so hopefully we don't have any issues though, man. Like I was saying, that I'm gonna have to switch back and forth from a different controller profile for the puzzles and to use their morph jump. I don't know, there's just something weird going on with my my Prime hack. But we're working on it and we'll get it all taken care of hopefully by next week. Yeah, that's the reticle, man. It's the one I made for this. Make sure my copy to textures is on. There's a new no bloom gecko code for Prime 3. It works great, really? They hated gravity. Oh, nice. Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome, man. He's one of the makers of the SR upscales, right? The upscale pack. Dude, that's sick. I'm gonna have to check that out for next week. If you don't mind, Mandeli, send me a link to that. I'll definitely check that out. 13576. 13576. That was right. One, 3, 5, 7, 6. Got them digits, man.
Try not to move during the procedure. We need a stable.
Hey, what's up, Floofy Floof? How's it going, man? I like the name. It's a very, very original name. Yeah, you know, Ray, it's just one of those things. It's a Mona Lisa. It probably looks good from a distance, but you get up close, you definitely see some artifacts and stuff. The bigger textures, though, because they're already 512 by 512, they blow up pretty nicely. It's just the little stuff, you know. But I actually went through and tried to delete most of the little stuff. So, you know.
Please step into the containment area to begin the security scan. Initiating DNA verification.
I forgot this. I'd like to try to scan everything right here. This is a little game I play. I try to scan everything before the scan, the green thing comes out. Did I scan him? Got it. I got all of them before the biohazard scan. Ha! That was the first Wii game you ever owned? It wasn't the first one I owned, but I did buy it for the Wii, man. I fell in love with it on the Wii. I was still playing it on the Wii. It's awesome. I actually have the Dolphin Ball, so I could be playing with the Wii Remote, but honestly, PrimeHack has spoiled me, man. I really enjoy playing with PrimeHack. It's just like my preferred way of playing these games now. Admiral Dane looks really good, man. Floofy, he looks really good. You'll see his facial textures and stuff. But there's some artifacting on his suit and stuff, but his facial textures actually look really good upscaled. Yeah, man, it looks pretty good. Like I said, you'll see artifacting, and you see a lot more, you know, when you're actually playing the game than you probably will on the stream. The stream isn't going to be quite as sharp, but it still looks really good. And a lot of the bigger textures look nice. It's just the smaller stuff. But I actually went through the texture pack and deleted all the small stuff. Most of it that I could get to anyway. I'll probably go through and delete more after this week, or after this stream this week sometime. You know, I've never played this without the HUD though, so it's gonna be interesting. HX Cooper, what's up, man? You finally got PrimeHack mod to work? Yeah, man, it's fun. Yeah, there's a stutter here and there. I don't know if that's really PrimeHack's fault though. It's Dolphin more than anything. It can be kind of anal sometimes.
You're good to go. Admiral Dean is waiting inside.
You talked to Shio about removing the functionality of the arm cannon trying to move when getting near a wall or objects with collision. This will remove that weird judder in Prime 3, if he can figure it out. Nice, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I talked to Sir Mangler a bit about the issues I was having with, you know, so, you know, the same thing I was talking to you about. So yeah, we're checking that out. I don't know if that's something that can be replicated. I think it will be, because it's an issue I'm actually having at this part of the game. So hopefully that'll be fixed for next week, because I really like that, man. I really like it. Everybody's gonna love it.
Everyone's here now. Before I begin the briefing,
Yeah, check out Admiral Dane's face, guys. You can see a lot more detail.
flagship's Aurora unit.
An organic supercomputer.
Cooper, are you using the Ishiruka build or the Dolphin Q2 build? Because I don't get as much stutter with the Ishiruka build. But that's just me personally. I don't know. Also, how's that to do with your settings? I'm gonna make a video about how to, my settings anyway, to show everyone, how I get the game to run as good as it does for me.
Inefficient, but necessary.
Yeah. Also, I'm using Reshade, guys. So Reshade adds a lot to the game. If I take off Reshade like this, you can see right here. This, you're gonna notice more like on Brio. Oh my gosh, you're really gonna notice Reshade, but it adds a lot to the game.
We were forced to bring the network down.
Seamus.
Our scientists
What about
were
Seamus?
able to devise a vaccine.
Unit 242 was the first AU to receive the vaccine.
It's all
We were
good.
able to completely purge the virus.
Where did this virus come from?
We believe the virus is of space pirate origin.
And I've played through this part of the game so many times today. It's just testing. I'm trying to get things right for this stream.
Revealed that they were attacked by a space pirate raiding vessel.
Yes, yeah, what's up, Latro? How's it going, man? Yes, we should.
The logic in disrupting a Federation training mission.
They're pirates. How could they resist a prize like that?
That never would have happened if I'd been there.
Then it's a shame you weren't.
The shame.
The pirates boarded the Valhalla and gained access to the ship's Aurora unit, 313. This is how they were able to hack into the network and plant the virus.
Thanks to our security protocols, we were able to shut down the network before the damage from the virus began.
I'm way excited, Latro. I can't wait, man. We're gonna work out a stream between 4 of us. I'm thinking, hopefully, Mandeli, I don't know if you plan on joining. I'm hoping you, myself, Ray, 3D, and Phazon Madness will all be able to play multiplayer co-op campaign and stream it at the same time. That way people could watch using multi-Twitch. Be awesome, man.
We'd also like you to investigate the
And
pirate
Reach campaign co-op, man.
You need to know.
I do Legendary. I'm not that good though. Well, I mean, I guess I've never played it on PC, and so it should be better
All personnel
with the mouse and keyboard, but
stations.
I don't know.
Condition red.
Sir, a space pirate attack fleet has just warped out of some sort of wormhole.
I'm pretty good, man.
Heading for Sector 0, the planet's home base.
No, they're targeting the planetary defense system.
Dane looks really
Get
good,
down to
man.
the planet and aid the ground troops. Stop those pirates from disabling the defense system. Go.
Legendary or bust, huh? Alright. You guys might have to pull my slack a little bit. Because I'm not. I mean, I should be better with the mouse and keyboard. It's different with the controller. Roger. We'll have to figure out when we can all stream that though. Open up.
Samus, get to your ship.
Yeah, I'm playing Trilogy on Veteran.
Until we get the fleet in formation.
You really see Dane's face there, man. Oh man. Mandeli, see right here, once the space attack happens, those issues I was having earlier that I was telling you about, right here is where it was happening. Oh, see, just like how I got that slowdown right there, except for I was getting complete lockups and freezes. And yeah, man, I can't really explain what was going on. Hopefully that doesn't happen. It wasn't happening to me in 2.3. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, now it just happened. 3.2, I should say. Ah, this is what was happening before. Yeah, it just froze up on me, man. Hold on, let me check something real quick. I was afraid of this, man. I don't know what's going on. So then it isn't just but I thought it was. It's frozen. The same part of the game, it just keeps freezing on me too. Alright. Dang, that really sucks, man. Let me try something real quick. Yeah, man, it's just like, this has never happened to me before, man. It's the same with like last week at the end of the Echo stream, like those issues I was having, never happened to me before. That's why I went through the trouble of having my, it's called corruption for reading, no kidding. That's why I went through the trouble of reapplying the thermal paste to my CPUs, but let me check my temperatures. I don't think it's that, because my temperatures, I mean, they're reasonable. Yeah, my hottest core is running at 48 degrees Celsius. The max is supposed to run at 70, so I'm way away from. It's not heating. It's not throttling. Yeah, if you can. Yeah, I'm crashed, Ray. This is the issue I've been having with corruption lately. I really can't tell you why. I'm gonna try something real quick. Alright, I'm gonna try something real quick, guys. I'm gonna try a different build. And I'm gonna try using the Wii remote. Stick with me, man. Appreciate it. Alright, I gotta grab batteries for my Wii remote. I'm gonna really quickly try. I'm gonna try a different build. I don't know, Ray. I don't know if it's an issue with PrimeHack. That's what I'm gonna try real quick. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, Donald. I'm gonna run an older version of Ishiruka. I tried that, Ray. It's not working. It completely locks up on me. I've had these issues actually several times today. So what I'm gonna do real quick is grab some batteries for my Wii remote. Alright. Because I have this set up in an older version of Dolphin Ishiruka that I played through flawlessly. So if I have issues with this still, then I know there's something wrong with my computer. I hope that's not the case. I don't know what could be causing it. It's not overheating. Yeah, my PC's running. We'll see. Alright. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck, man. Real Wii remote. Okay. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, it's one or the other. Hey, what's up, Lock? Prime 3 is awesome, man. Alright, so now I gotta wait for this stupid new version to compile the text, the shaders. Okay, Mandela, let me know, man. Well, we'll see, because if I have the same issue with Dolphin 1089, Ishiruka 1089, then there's something going on with my computer. I don't know if it's the CPU. It's not throttling because my temps are fine. I don't know. Alright, so I'm just compiling the shaders. It might take a second. Sorry guys, I appreciate your patience, man. I swear, right? Every week there's something. There's some kind of technical issue I have every week. But, you know, it happens. Once I get this taken care of, though, we shouldn't have any more issues. Because I've run Dolphin, you know, run it all the way through corruption. Yeah, man, I think everybody's hoping for that lock. Yeah, I need the new Threadripper. Oh my god. Well, I tell you what, if you wanna throw a few $1,000s my way, I'll pick that up. Alright, I'm gonna try turning down the temperature in my house too. It's a little warm. Oh my god. It was way warm. That's not a heat issue in my house. I know that. Alright. You're crying in 8 core. You're crying or you're trying? I've been good, Locke. I've been not too bad, man. Alright. Got my Wii remote. This has never failed me. I've been able to play the game this way a lot. I never had an issue. So let's see. We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. Alright. Good thing is I saved it. So I mean, I at least skipped that first little part. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, Ray. You found that each game you play has a different backend for each. You know, that's true. And you know what? The QT build of Dolphin, the regular Dolphin 5, Vulkan is amazing, but Vulkan runs okay in Ishiruka, but Reshade doesn't work well with it. But Reshade implementation with the Vulkan backend is actually new. Whoa, that actually sounds a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm already noticing a little more stuttering. 1089. Yeah, with the pizza, man. He's gonna be back with the pizza. Oh, you know what? Oh gosh, that's the thing. I can't. You know, it's gonna be hard to change the copy EFB to texture. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh my gosh, what's going on? For some reason, this is like... No, yeah, I turned off PRIMEHACK. This isn't PRIMEHACK. PRIMEHACK is Dolphin. It's a modded Dolphin. Hold on a second. You know what I think it could be? I have to move my camera. Alright, so I'm gonna have to move my camera a bit. Move this thing back. My green screen, you guys are gonna be able to see my background a little bit. Oh, man, what is going on? Hold on a sec. Let me check something. So weird. There we go. Alright, there we go. Yeah, dude, I wasn't pressing forward, man. It was the game. Alright, now we gotta go through this again, but at least we get to look at Admiral Dane's lovely face. Oh, you know what? PRIMEHACK isn't working on this. What's my background? Hold on. Oh, it is. There we go. I had to turn it on. It wasn't on.
It's my understanding that the Galactic Federation's core network is comprised.
Alright, hopefully this works.
And
I might have to get back from my... Sorry, my mic's gonna be low too. I might have to get back a little bit here. So if you're too close to the dolphin bar, it acts weird. It doesn't pick up the inputs right. Which sucks. If I knew I was gonna be using the dolphin bar, I would have put it over on my bigger screen. I got a 43-inch screen, which is a lot funner to use the dolphin bar with. But I wasn't expecting to have those issues.
GFS Valhalla went missing while on a training mission in the Clar Nebula. The ship's logs revealed that they were attacked by a space pirate raiding vessel.
What is the logic in disrupting a Federation training mission?
They're pirates. How could they resist a prize like that?
That never would have happened.
Then it's a shame.
All
they
right.
weren't. The pirates boarded the Valhalla and gained access to the ship's Aurora unit, 313. This is how they were able to hack into the network and plant the virus.
Thanks to our security protocols, we were able to shut down the network before the damage from the virus became irreversible.
But we're still vulnerable. If the pirates decide to launch a major
I might have to do something with my filter on my webcam to fix it real quick.
must rid the other AUs of that virus and bring the network back online. That's where you come in. We need you to deliver the vaccine to each of the AUs in this system.
Cut myself off a little bit.
We'd also like you to investigate the pirates' activity in the area. You need to know what they're up to.
There we go.
Condition red. All personnel to combat ready stations. Repeat. Condition red.
Alright.
Space pirate attack fleet has just warped out of some sort of wormhole. They're also heading for Sector 0, the planet's home base.
No, they're targeting the planetary defense system.
Move my head around a
Get
bit.
down to the planet and aid the ground troops. Stop those pirates.
Alright, now I can move back a little.
Defense system. Go.
Alright, we'll see. I don't think we're gonna have this issue with this. We shouldn't. I probably should have just done this from the jump. Oh well. Guess we'll see if it freezes up on me again. And man, corruption might just be lost for the time being. Anybody pick up anything cool in the Steam sale? I picked up Resident Evil 2, the remake. I hadn't gotten it yet, and I actually picked it up for 19 bucks. It was a killer deal. I also got a Steam controller just for the heck of it. They're only $5. So I figured, why not? I don't own any Valve hardware, so. Well, it seems like things are running much better. Need to turn off the lock though. I say both of them? I did. Did you used to get like a coin or something for that? The Steam controller Mass Effect bundle? Oh, are you serious? Well, it's only 1 and 2 though, right? Because they don't have 3 on Steam. Or did they get 3 on Steam because of the new EA deal? It's just 1 and 2. Oh my gosh, that took control of my controls for a minute there, and that freaked me out. I thought I was gonna freeze. See, 1089 seems to work good. On that new build, Mendelli, maybe you guys should move back to 1089 if he's using 1091, because 1091 was giving me problems. This is 1089. I thought this was the newest build. The new build is 1080 or 1091. Ishiruka 1091. This is 1089 and it's running great. Okay. It might make it. Well then I might pick it up. I actually forgot how enjoyable this is with the Wii Remote. It's fun. I do wish I was playing on my bigger screen though. Well, hopefully next week I'll be using PRIMEHACK again to figure out what's going on. Yeah, man, this is 1089. It's running beautifully. This is how I remember it running. Corruption actually ran better than Prime 1 and 2 for me last time I played. This, I mean, as you can tell, it's flawless. It's been like locked at 60 this whole time. I've got my copied EFB textures on, which is gonna suck when, you know, because I can't scan. I'm gonna have to reach over to my mouse because you can't map it to the Wii remote. So that sucks. Those all the puzzles look great with the Wii remote though. Yeah, 1089. It's like 1 or 2 builds old, but it works really well. And you know, all of them have since like 970. I've never had a problem. Ooh, big too soon, huh? These little things are weird, huh? These little meatballs. You know what these things remind me of? You guys ever play Serious Sam? That's what these things remind me of. Serious Sam. Like, there's many of them that come after you too. Come on, meatball. Little meatball with legs. Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know, did you guys see that video that Super Metal Day put out, man? I have a hard time with him, man. He makes some pretty outlandish claims sometimes. And he's wrong a lot. But he will never admit he's wrong, and that's the issue I have with him. You know, he kind of comes across as being a little bit cocky. And he has a hard time just saying, yeah, I was wrong. So sometimes that kind of just, I don't know, kind of can bug me sometimes. Alright, so I gotta reach to that. I think somebody posted in the server, Mandeli, basically talking about the new tools that supposedly Retro is going to be using, which I don't doubt that part of what he's saying. Supposedly they're going to be using Substance Designer and all the newer stuff that AAA devs are using for Prime 4. You know, but he's still saying that it's going to be on a new Switch, and he doesn't think it's going to work with the original Switch hardware, which to me, Nintendo's not dumb, man. They've got, how big is the Switch install base? Very assumptive, dude. He's very assumptive. He makes a lot of assumptions and acts like they're fact, dude. And that's what kind of bothers me about his videos. Is he'll you know, he'll just draw a conclusion and be like, yeah, you know, there's no way it could be anything but this. But it's like, no, actually, it's very easily could be that Nintendo is making it for the original Switch hardware, and yeah, there probably will be a Switch 2, or if you want to call it a Switch Pro or whatever. There'll be something, you know, an upgraded Switch eventually. But say even if Prime 4 isn't ready till 2022, and that sounds about right for a new Switch, you know, I still think that it's gonna be like, you know, at the very least, it's gonna be a cross-platform, cross-generation game where, you know, kind of like Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild, where you're gonna be playing it on, you know, both consoles. Which sucks because that might hinder the development if they would just, you know, make it just for the more powerful hardware. But I mean, look at the install base for the Switch, man. It's huge. And what will it be in 3 more years? It'll probably be over 100 million. You know, it'd be stupid not to make Prime 4 for the Switch. That would be stupid. You know, even though it'd be a really great launch title for a new Switch, you know, it's gotta be backwards compatible. There's no way that it wouldn't be. And, you know, supposedly he thinks it, you know, he could see it anyway not being. Which, I mean, it's just kind of wishful thinking, you know, to think, oh yeah, they're gonna make it for powerful hardware, and they're gonna release this super powerful Switch that's, you know, 4K capable, and I don't see that, man. That's just not Nintendo. Hasn't been in a while anyway. Yeah, it'll look great on the Switch, man. I know it will. You see why these AAA techniques will be used for Prime 4, but Nintendo isn't known to develop hardware to truly utilize all of that. You know, and it will, like, to some degree, like they always have. It'll to some degree, but it's not going to be it's not going to be the new Xbox or PlayStation. You know, it's not going to be a Scarlet power level of power. You know, it's just not. It's still gonna, because they want it to be still portable. So it just makes sense, that they would make it, where it has, and that way if there is some new hardware at that time that is more powerful than the current Switch, it'll take advantage to some degree. But like I said, it's still gonna have to work on the original hardware. It just will, man. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to crank up the sensitivity as soon as... I'm gonna die right here. These guys have never gotten this close. And GF Trooper saved. See, how come I didn't get that for the other guys I saved? That was kind of baloney. Nah, man. No. It's not going to be a powerhouse, man. Not until mobile tech is able to be as powerful as, it's not. It's just not. It's got to be portable still. It's going to be another Switch, basically. Another version of the Switch. I can't see him coming out with this super powerful hardware that's going to be, VR capable. But then you got to also look at, like, what Oculus is doing. Like, I had a Quest, right? And it's really impressive, considering it's using a Snapdragon processor. The processor in the Quest isn't even as powerful as the X1 in the Switch. So that's, well, actually, it might be on par with it. It's somewhere in the neighborhood. But anyway, it's pretty impressive the experience you can get. I mean, obviously the graphics aren't as good as a powerful PC pushing an index. But it's still a comparable experience. You're still having a very similar experience, and the graphics are good enough. And that's kind of where Nintendo's at. They like to, as long as the graphics are good enough. They're not, but eventually, though, we will see mobile hardware become that powerful. I mean, it's gotten to the point where instead of, things getting more and more powerful, they're getting smaller and powerful. So things are just going to continue to get smaller and smaller. And the power levels of things that are that small, yeah, man, it's going to be pretty impressive. I mean, for instance, look what they put in the last Xbox and PS4 was basically mobile hardware, is, laptop processors, which happens to be the weakest part of those consoles. And supposedly the new ones are going back to super powerful, but it's still not going to be as powerful as desktop processor, There's still an iteration of Ryzen, or if that's what they're really using, we don't really know. It's not actual Ryzen hardware because, they can't. It's too expensive and it's too power hungry. They got to keep, you don't want a giant desktop sitting under your TV. If you do, you can do that. You can make a desktop for your TV. Hold on, I got to turn off this lock on. I'm gonna turn it on, I guess I should say. There we go. Maybe I could see that possibility, but like I said, it's just a matter of when there's, like, say, an Oculus Quest 2, where you have a mobile processor in it that's as powerful as, like, you're saying, an Xbox One X, something that's capable of around 8 teraflops. That's going to be pretty awesome, man. And the same with the Switch. So if the Switch, for instance, say the Switch 2 is capable, if it is capable of something close to what an Xbox One X can do, you could realistically have a VR, kind of like they try to do now with that cheap, Nintendo Labo VR, but actually have a good headset where you can just plug the Switch, into it and it's giving you an experience that rivals what we would have on a desktop right now. You know, that's about 5-6 years away, I think. You know, it's closer than that really, but it's got to become affordable. You know, they're not going to do it if they got to charge people $600-700 for it. That's just not what Nintendo does. You know, they want to make affordable hardware because they're trying to sell to kids mainly. You know, they're trying to sell to families and the kids. You know, mom and dad aren't going to pay $800, $700 for a Nintendo. You know, they might for an Xbox or a PlayStation, but that's the brand. You know, it's a different branding. So in that way, I guess Nintendo, because they've always been kind of affordable, they've kind of locked themselves into that now. I don't ever see them breaking out of that. I really don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't see how they would. It's just so off-brand for them. The GameCube was the last console that was like really powerful compared to the other consoles. You know, it was up there with the first Xbox and more powerful than the PlayStation 2. But the PlayStation 2 actually won that generation as far as sales go, and it was the least powerful. But they had, you know, the best games and, you know, more games, so. Oh, dude, a VR Prime would be pretty dope, actually. Like a real, actual VR Prime that was designed around VR. If it was like a high-quality PC version, you know, that'd be pretty sick. I wouldn't want that instead of a regular Prime game, but if they could just have VR functionality to like a Prime game, or if it was just like 2 Prime games came out in a matter of 2 years and one of them was VR, I wouldn't mind that. That'd be pretty cool. I'd buy a VR headset for that before I did for Half-Life. I actually had a Quest. I bought a Quest headset, and I liked it, man. Like I said, the experience was awesome. It was up there with the same experience you would have on the PC, but, you know, obviously the graphics weren't as good, and the frame rate isn't as high, but it was good enough that it gave you a very similar experience. But I actually took it back because the strap they used for it, I didn't like it. The pressure from it puts a lot of pressure on your face. It was like just giving me really bad headaches. And I've seen that people actually took the Vibe. There's a Vibe like audio headset and like modded it to fit on it. I didn't want to go through all that trouble. Plus, finding a Vibe headset now, the deluxe audio strap is what it's called. Finding one of those things is hard and it's expensive, man. They're like $300. So I was like, man, I'm gonna be in this thing like $600, you know, $700. I might as well just save up and get an index. That's what I decided I want to do. I do want to play Half-Life. You know that the Switch has a VR headset cardboard box. Hopefully they give Prime 4 the function to use it. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. At the very least. Just to have like a little bit of an experience, that'd be pretty cool. It's just so low definition, you know what I mean? Because the Switch already as it is struggles to do 1080p. I know. What is going on? Hold on, is that Reshade? Oh, that's Reshade, dude. I gotta adjust my settings. This is an older version of Reshade too. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Oh well. Oh, I gotta adjust it, man. GameCube could have really been different if it had online games. Yeah, that just wasn't really quite yet the time, because even the Xbox One, the first Xbox didn't have the best online. I mean, it was the best out of the 3. And it kind of, you know, Xbox Live kind of came out towards the middle to the end of the first Xbox, but 360 is when online really was just changed. You know, Microsoft completely changed online gaming on console anyway with the 360. Nintendo still hasn't caught up. I'll give you that. Nintendo still hasn't even caught up to the 360, man. The 360, the online experience is right now today still is 10 times better than the Switch. Isn't that sad? Actually, in some ways, the 360 was better than even the Xbox One, because they had the ability to hook up like the like your iPod to it and stuff. There was actually a lot of cool features in the 360, man. 360 still is, to me, is top 3 consoles of all time. I love the 360, man. It was such an amazing console. I know, man. They're so bad. Yeah, dude, they're way backwards with things like online. I agree. Halo 4 had a really nice environment style. I liked Halo 4's environments. Actually, I liked Halo 4. I didn't dislike Halo 4. I thought it was a pretty good game. I liked it. Halo 5, that's another story. I didn't, Halo 5 wasn't that enjoyable. Okay, yeah, see, I gotta turn off my copy EFB to do this. It sucks. Because the copy EFB is such an important thing for these games to run right, man. They don't run very good without it on. My frame rate will tank, especially with Reshade. Yeah, I agree, John. I agree, man. They do make some weird decisions, especially when it comes to like what they'll support. And it's not like they're taking a risk on something that they don't know if it's going to be successful or work or not. It's like stuff that we know is popular and stuff that people want. You know what I'm saying? People want great online play. People want, simple voice chat features, cross-game chat, and I don't know, man. I don't get half of the stuff that they choose to do. Okay, I'm starting to get a little better. It's just with the Dolphin Bar too, and I'm using this on a smaller monitor, so it's just, you know what else? Let me check something. Let me check my aiming sensitivity. Ooh, let me go to standard. Let me see if that helps a little bit. That kind of smooths it out a little. I like advanced, but I need a bigger screen for advanced. It still kind of feels a little iffy. I don't know. The Dolphin Bar isn't as great as the original, console, that's for sure. It's just not quite up to snuff. What the heck? Oh yeah, I gotta touch it now, huh? Am I? Okay, I'm confused. I thought eliminate any. I did. I eliminated the enemy present, didn't I? Oh no, there's another set of them up here, huh? Yep, there they are. Alright. Now I should be able to do that. Yeah, I think Metroid games are known for making you feel isolated. That's why this game isn't have the same feeling quite, with all the stuff with the Federation. It doesn't have quite that same feeling that the first two have. What do you think about procedural dungeon mode for Prime 4? I think that could be cool. The problem is that they have people like Miyamoto who are still stuck in the 90s. Well, and the thing is, Miyamoto isn't even like calling the shots or really, even developing games to, specifically developing games by himself anymore. They got him like running teams of people, and a lot of these developers are younger. Oh, yeah. Alright, all that for missile expansion. But I agree, and I think though, they're being a little more progressive in some of their, in some ways, but they still have a long way to go, especially when it comes to hardware and tech, They really do. You want the cinematic feel of this game with isolation? Yeah, man, I think that'd be cool. There's definitely things about this game I like. The cinematic stuff is pretty cool. It has a little bit higher level of kind of the higher feel productivity, not productivity, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just like they put more production, a higher level of production in this game. Oh. Yeah. It could be something with my dang computer, man, because I don't get why it's doing this. It just froze again. And this time, the dolphin freeze? This is the thing though, it's just the game that's freezing, the dolphin's not. This sucks, man. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on, man. Let me check a setting that I have on in my control panel for. I'm wondering if it could be an issue. I know, right? Let me try something real quick. Okay. I'm just checking some settings I have set in my NVIDIA control panel. Maybe I have something set in there wrong. Dual core is enabled too, which synchronized GPU thread and dual core enabled usually is a good thing, but sometimes it's not. Dang, man. Disk speed up? Is that a Microsoft program or is that something outside of Microsoft? But see, the thing is, I made it a lot further that time before getting a freeze up. In PrimeHack, I wasn't getting off the ship, and I've been trying to all day. No, nothing else crashes, Donald. This is the only thing. I played other games, and not had any problems. I was playing Darksiders 3 the other day and played it for like an hour and didn't have any issues. So it's Dolphin. It's an issue I'm having with Dolphin. So now it's probably not my PC. But let's see. Every time I make some kind of progress, it's just like, nope. Oh no, I'm back on the Olympus. Are you kidding me? Dude. This is horrible, man. This is like the worst stream ever. I'm sorry, guys. I appreciate you sticking around through all this mess. Okay, I tried turning off something. I had anti-aliasing on through my control panel. Maybe that's putting too much stress. I mean, I've been doing that, but maybe I should try lightening the load a little and see what happens, you know? Oh, brother. Okay, at least I'm right here. Okay, I'm not that far away. I thought I was further. All right, so let's see. Let's see what we can do here. I want to at least get to Brio. You guys got to see how pretty Brio is, man. It looks so good with my shader settings. It looks really good. Right-click properties, speed up disk transfer rate. Warning though, it's known to cause instability. I never had any issues using it. Your setup is more powerful than mine. So what do I right-click on? What am I clicking on? On Dolphin? On the EXE? Yeah, the sky does look pretty weird. The game, oh, okay. Okay, so go into the properties. Yeah, that sky looks, wait, what? That is weird, dude. I'm not sure why it's looking that bad. This must be the wrong profile. I mean, it makes a lot of other stuff look good. I'll touch that up, though. I don't, Donald, that was like 2 years ago, man. It was a completely different version of Reshade and Dolphin. Which maybe I need to go back to an older version. I don't think so though. I don't know, maybe though. I haven't played through this game since then, so maybe. Maybe it's the newer version of Reshade too. It could be. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go into their. Well, the last time I was in Reshade's Discord though, there weren't really a lot of people that play Reshade with Dolphin. Like really, there's not. Most people are using Reshade on games like newer games, which is kind of surprising. But you know, and they had Reshade just got implemented into GeForce Experience, so a lot of people are using Reshade on all kinds of stuff. But honestly, there's really not that many people that use Reshade on Dolphin. I mean, there's just not a lot of people on that server that use it, I guess I should say, or at least people that I talk to on the server. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, it wasn't on. Maybe it's the copy EFB, the texture that's causing the issue. But no, I was doing that last time. I think I was doing that last time. I didn't have any problem. Oh wait, I got it. Go back to the versions when we first met. Yeah, dude, that was like version 970, I think. And as far as Ishiruka, and I don't even remember what version of Reshade. I think it was like 3. Yeah, I think it was 3. I might have to do that. I won't be able to do that right now though, because it'll take me a while to test it, to download it, set it all up, test it, and I'll have to like probably. Ooh. Yeah. See, I don't know. But also try playing without Reshade. I didn't have to before, but I don't know. Actually, things look a little better now. So whatever that setting I had with the anti-aliasing was actually making it look worse. Oh, that. All right. You remember me saying I updated and then everything started acting up? Maybe. I can't remember, man. I updated. You mean recently? Was that on the Echo stream? Yeah, you're right, Mandeli. And I don't use anti-aliasing in Dolphin because, yeah, that completely sucks. I use it in my NVIDIA control panel, which actually the performance isn't too bad. But, I don't know, man. The dual disc format. Not sure what you mean. This is the no disc format. Yeah, well, it might have been when I updated. Well, because that's what I was thinking too. Was it could have been an issue with the build of PrimeHack I was using. But now I'm having the issue. Well, actually, this is the same build. Actually, this is the same build I was having issues on Dolphin with. I mean, Dolphin Echoes. So I don't know, man. Maybe. Oh, I almost mistimed that. Maybe I'll have to go and see. Oh, really? Okay. My bad. Let's see if that works. Man, this is the worst stream ever, guys. Hold on, why is it not working now? Let me see something. There. it's not working now. Dude, that is so weird. I wonder if it's an issue with OBS somehow too, maybe. Oh no, because it was crashing on me before I wasn't using OBS. But yeah, it doesn't want to work for me at all. Let me try. Oh, I can't do a screen cap though. Window capture? Oh, it's ugly. Hold on, let me try deleting it and re-putting it in. Dang, dude, this is like a nightmare. The nightmare. This seriously will not pick up my game anymore. Wow. Okay, hold on a sec. I'm gonna try display capture. The only thing is you're gonna see a bunch of stuff there. Hold on, let me move this stuff out. I could reload, yeah. I just don't want to stop the stream, man. I was like, hold on, let me try something. Let's see what that. Ah, there we go. I had to go full screen for some reason. Which means I had to move my chat over. Now I might be able to see the chat as well. Oh my gosh, dude. The nightmare stream continues. I mean, it's got me over here, you know, putting new thermal paste on my CPU, which I did see a benefit as far as temps go, a little bit. But I don't think I thought it could be thermal throttling, but I don't think that's what it was either. Because I've been checking my temps, I've got my gauge open and they're fine. Even when it froze up earlier, my temperatures were fine. So it's not an issue with my CPU overheating. Alright, let's get to Brio, man. This is still the goal. It's only gonna take like 3 hours just to get to Brio, but we're gonna get there. Oh, you know what? My head's like floating off screen too. And I don't want to scan all that. We gotta make up for lost time now. And spend the whole stream at the very beginning of this game. See, in those little choppiness that happens, isn't it? Again, I gotta blow that up. You know, that worries me when I get those little chops now. I don't like the missiles in this one, man. I don't like how they work. Oh, yeah, it'll be worth it. I hope so. Oh, see, every time I get those little hitches, I get worried it's gonna freeze me in. Oh, I hate these guys. They're way cooler though, huh? They look way cooler than the ones in the first two games. It is easier to move around and strafe in this game with the Wii controller though. Man, I'm still surprised you guys are sticking with me through this, man. Appreciate it. I have a feeling it's gonna freeze again. I don't know why. I don't know. This one causing. There we go. There we go. I just had to get rid of one of the shaders that caused that sky issue until I can adjust it to get what I want out of it without that particular effect. That looks much better though. Bundus.
These pirates are more fragile than they appear. I just received word that the Federation is allowing all bounty.
No, man, OBS is really solid, dude. Performance-wise, OBS is solid, especially compared to like XSplit or Streamlabs OBS or any of those. Studio OBS Studio, it runs really good. Lackluster, yeah. It could definitely do some things better, but you still haven't downloaded OBS Live, have you, Mendeli? You got to get OBS Live and start using Stream Elements instead of Streamlabs. It's pretty epic. Oh, you know what? I've been playing this whole time. Oh, hey, it's only the scan visor that doesn't work with EFB to texture. I thought they all didn't work. Oh, you have? I like it, man. I think it adds some stuff. But yeah, I mean, it still could do with some more features. It's only the scan, yeah. You can't copy sources. I know that'd be cool if I'm pretty sure that they'll do that. I don't know. That seems like something they should have thought of already. Oh, I didn't need to enter my ship yet, did I? No. Didn't need to enter my ship. Oh yeah, at least I don't have to deal with the Ridley battle with the PRIMEHACK issues. Oh no, man. I'm sure a lot of people want that. I mean, I want that feature. But, it'd be nice. Yeah. See, look, it's just a little bit of stutter. See, the sky looks a lot better now. That looks so good, actually. This game looks really good with Reshade, man. The combination of the AI textures and Reshade do better on this game than the other two, that's for sure. Well, not Reshade so much. Reshade looks great on all three games, but the AI textures in this game have to look a little bit better because you're dealing with the higher res source to begin with. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Pow! We fishing. Yeah, it does look really good, man. Why not have a capture card on a separate streaming computer? I mean, heck yeah. I mean, if I could afford to, I would definitely. I mean, my goal and my hope is to be able to build a new PC this coming year, 2020. Because I really want to do a Ryzen 9 3950X build. But, we'll see, I guess. You never know. Save all my pennies and might be able to do that. And then if I do that, I already have a capture card in this computer that I'm using right now. So I will be able to just use a separate PC to capture a streamer. Which, I mean, if I get a Ryzen 9 3950X and then 3080 GT or RTX or whatever the new RTX cards are going to be, the performance in the Dolphin hopefully will step up big time for me. And then I'll, just use this older computer to stream. Which, I mean, this computer is still, you know, it's not bad. It's got an i7 6700K. It's overclocked to 4.3. What else I have in this? I just got a GTX 1070. It's got 8 gigs of video RAM. 16 gigs of 3200 megahertz DDR4, and 2 solid state drives. So it's not a slouch, you know, as far as PCs go. It's decent. You know, it's still mid to high, low high range. Oh, I know AMD CPUs or GPUs, because I won't get an AMD GPU. Do AMD CPUs have a problem with Dolphin? Oh, really? I did not know that. That sucks.
Something big is happening up here.
Ah, that sucks. Well, I don't know. Man. See, those little frame losses aren't too bad with mine. I can't copy of the texture.
Samus is heading right at you. That's why the pirates disabled the defense system. They intend to smash this thing into Orion. Get that
Dude,
cannon.
I'm gonna try using a different version of Reshade. This is an older version I have on 1089, but it's still a relatively newer one. I'm gonna try an old version I have of Reshade and see if that might be part of the problem. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I gotta leave now, huh? I thought I was in the... I thought this was the one where I had to battle Ridley, but it's the next one. Well, I'm gonna try turning off Reshade for a second and see how much that helps. I'm gonna try turning off Reshade and copy FB. Oh gosh, it's all over the place. John, you said AMD CPUs, the newer ones work fine? Aw, dude, you look so slick. I love the Federation troopers in this. Like, why couldn't Federation 4s at least have had, you know, that kind of a design instead of that cheesy design they used? Alright, so wait, now I just fly over to the other side, don't I? Yeah, dude. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that's the case for all of them. I don't see why it wouldn't be if you have one and it's running fine for you. Oh, I can't go to there for now. I gotta go to here. Yeah, the Federation troopers, the Galactic Federation is dope in this one. Ah, see, it's just so hard not to play with Reshade. I love it. It's that little bit of ambient light. Just adds so much. If I only had to pick one shader in Reshade, it would be the ambient light shader, and I would be fine with just having that. Although these other Bloom and SSDO, the occlusion, screen space occlusion shaders are really cool. Especially once you touch it up. I haven't like gotten them zeroed in for corruption. Yeah, the Federation Force Another M was weird, man. Oh. I'm gonna turn it off because you'll just noticing some slowdown. I just feel like the game's gonna freeze on me again. I could just use Dolphin or Ishiruka's shaders for this. Did I use Reshade last time? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. I did use Reshade last time, but it was an older version. Maybe I'll try a different version of Reshade and see if that might be the issue. Mandeli, that's another thing I'll try. Is I'll try testing that again, but I'll test it without Reshade and see if I have that same freeze up. Come on, man, open up. Still having those little glitchy, I don't know, a little glitchy feeling there. I will. I'll test it. Actually, I'll test it after this stream real quick. I'll actually just reinstall it without Reshade. Just do a fresh install without Reshade at all. Maybe Reshade's just too resource hungry, and maybe just the way it hooks. It just isn't working well with these newer versions of Dolphin. Although, another thing, I could try testing the QT version again and do QT with Vulkan Reshade, because that was running pretty alright. Oh no, wait, it did freeze on me though, I think. Okay, yeah, I don't usually use save states. I forgot how to do this. What do I gotta do? Oh, I can't do this right.
Meteor had detected massive quantities of phazon. It could be some sort of bomb.
Oh no, wait, I do gotta go in there, don't I? Thought I had to go through that door. Oh, I just gotta blow all those up. For a minute there, I was having Echoes flashbacks, just thinking I was gonna have to use the missiles. Oh, I don't have my ice missiles yet. Trying to get to 300 kills as fast as possible. Oh, that was cool. They like knocked it off. I thought there was in there. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Must be. Ooh. See, I kind of slowed down. There wasn't anything I experienced too much of before either that I remember. Oh, but I do have copy of the. Oh no, I do have it on. Alright, this is the right way here. Eesh. Serious issues, man. I have to spend more time this week getting all this smoothed out, man. I do not want the rest of the run to go this way. Well, I can't believe I'm barely here. Usually I'm way past this. Usually probably have already got my gunship and missiles and stuff by now. This usually is the game I beat the quickest. Okay, come on, Ridley. I remember the first time I played that part right there with Ridley was like really awesome. Ah. Come on. Oh, why is it so hard to let go of Reshade though? Like, it's like once you played with Reshade, as long as I've played these games with it, it's really hard not to use it.
Samus, I was able to get generator B back online.
It's like going back to 7th gen from 8th gen or something. Actually, it's going back to 6th gen from 8th gen. Alright, let's save it. At least we're making progress, right? 5 deaths, Ray. No kidding, man. 5 epic deaths. But seriously, practically, man. Practically. It feels that way. If you count crashes as deaths, and yeah, there's been like 2 or 3 anyway. Fishing. The Wii Remote fishing motion exclusively on Samus Prime. Oh, the 5 deaths are for Prime 2. No. Yeah. I need to fix that. I need to fix that.
Space Pirate Grey is definitely not my style. Machines aren't my thing either, so I'll let you get this generator back online. Thanks, Sammy.
Big fat 0 so far. There we go. Ooh, Andrea? I haven't, man. What happened? Oh, you know what? I did once on purpose. And then doesn't the sea just crash into the planet or something? I can't remember. I think I did once on purpose. Just to see what would happen. Just like in the Orpheon on Prime 1, like if you do like let the time run on purpose, you just die, like nothing happens. There's like no cool cinematics or anything. I think in this one isn't there something that actually, if I remember right, like the I don't know. I gotta use that hack too, Ray. Mandeli was telling me that there's a hack developed by the Hated Gravity that gets rid of the bloom issue in this game. So I'm gonna be using that next week, hopefully with a better build of, a better luck with PrimeHack, I should say, or I guess I'll be using the Wii Remote again, but hopefully just better luck. Period. Yeah, man. I'll get a link to it, man, and I'll send it to you. Oh, okay, don't freeze on me. Oh, dude, that freaking shit bugged me. I think that's all 3 of them, right? Ah. Yeah, that's the beauty of being part of the Metroid mod community, man. You get all kinds of perks. I'm still the only one who has their, well, I don't know if the only one of the only ones that has the upscaled Samus Returns textures. I don't even know if they're going to release those to everybody, if they're still working on them or what. It might just been an early build of them. Alright. I actually thought this part was way cool the first time I played this, man. I was like way stoked about this battle. I thought it was awesome. The first time I played it with PrimeHack, not so much. I haven't, man. Dude, I would try it if I hadn't already like just wasted my whole stream with epic fails of crashing. But I need to try to at least get to Brio before the stream's over. I don't know how much further I want to go past that till I can really test and fix these issues so that I'm not having any more crashes. Ooh. I really don't want to have any more crashes, man. Ah, let her slap me. If he's him, whatever. I always don't know what the heck Ridley is. You name after a woman. The woman in Alien. Alright, come on, Ridley. Keep forgetting to compensate for the drift, man. I did get slapped hard. Oh my gosh, dude, you're moving like so much and this thing's so choppy right now. It was really interesting how what they had to do to get this battle to work correctly with PrimeHack. Mr. Mandeli, I have to tell you guys one of these days, is actually really interesting how the whole battle actually works. Like, you're not actually falling. It's actually moving laterally, but just makes it seem like you're falling down, but you're actually moving laterally. At least that part of it. Like right here, I'm not sure. Alright. But this part right here, you're not falling down. You're actually moving like you're actually literally moving, you know, forward. It's really cool. What's cool is we would never know that if it wasn't for the PrimeHack mod, because they had to go through a bunch to get this battle to work correctly in the mod. For those of you who have been playing PrimeHack since, you know, early builds, you probably already know that. I love how he falls though, dude. He's like, oh. Oh my gosh. Alright, just smack him. I wish you could control this part. Doesn't this part kind of remind... I think this right here, this whole little sequence, is how they came up with all the battles in Other M. Just that one part where it's just shooting him in the mouth. They're like, hey, let's turn that into a whole game. Locho, what is that? If you find all the textures of the light suit and the dark suit, and you take them and make copies of the light and rename them to match the suit and have 2 light suits in the game. I'm not sure. I don't understand what you mean, man. Like, basically, if you take the light suit textures and name them like the same name as the dark suit textures, can you replace the dark suit with the light suit? Is that what you're asking? Technically, yes. But they're different models, so they won't look right. They're completely different models. Hey, what's up, Sane? How's it going, man? I'm not doing too bad. I just had some pretty poor issues with the game crashing on me that I'm trying to figure out. And so it's kind of like dampened the stream a little bit. It's kind of made things go a little slower than it probably should have. Other than that, though, it's been fun. I mean, this is a really fun game, I'm sure, as you know. I'm gonna go save again, man. I never save here, but it's like, what if it crashes on me again? Replace the dark suit with the light suit is what you're wanting to know. No, it's not really possible because there's two different models. The model, it'll look all broken. You could recolor the light suit and try to like, but I mean, there's no way to change her like her shoulders and all that. There's no way to change any of that. It's a different model. All right, yeah. Whoa. But I mean, you could recolor the dark suit and come up with something cool. If you do, let me know. I'd like to check it out. Okay, gosh, they're so. This is the one thing I don't like about this game is how picky they are about all their little clues they want to give you. It's like, oh, you have to make sure you know where to go. They cannot let you figure it out on your own. They just won't. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Gun hub. Look, that's actually way clearer with the upscale. Oh, man. See, like right here, when a lot of stuff starts happening, this is when we start getting these issues where it starts looking like it's gonna freeze, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Isaac, I did start like 2 hours ago. It's just literally, see how it's running right now? That's one issue, but actually it hasn't been running that bad the whole time. What's been going on is I've been having lockups, and I can't figure out why. I don't know, man. My performance is just really, I'm having issues with Dolphin right now. I've never had before. I'm not sure what's going on. You know, let me check. I want to check something real quick. Let me check my temperatures. Well, they're kind of going up and down. They're maxing out about 61 to 68 degrees Celsius, which is hot. Gosh, I wonder if it's maybe it's my cooler. Maybe I need to get a new cooler. That's possible. Because it's starting to run worse now. Well, that's gonna suck if the time runs out on me, Ray. You're gonna see what happens when time runs out. Which I'm pretty sure you already know. Gonna get the seed crashing down into Samus. Ooh. Yeah, dude, maybe I'm getting thermal throttling, man. Maybe it's my AIO. That was my next guess, was it might be my cooler. But see, the thing is, it wasn't heating up when I was locking up earlier. It wasn't. Come on, at least let me make it to Brio, man. I just want to make it to Brio by the end of the stream. That was my one goal. Let me make it to Brio. And it gives me a week to figure this out. See, and that's another thing though. I've been playing other games and not having any heating issues. I don't know, man. I'm just starting to go in circles now to figure this out.
If we don't make it to the top in time, we can kiss this planet goodbye.
Relax, we're the good guys.
And yeah, friend stutters, it was on your laptop.
Right, Samus?
My temps are fine. Yeah, I know, right? They are. 70 max is fine. Well, max, let's see. Okay, core 1, 64 degrees is max. So that's the hottest it's gotten. Core 2, 68 degrees is my max. The Core 2 and 5 are both 55 degrees max. So the temperature's okay. It's not my cooler. Because, yeah, and I've been playing other games and not having heating issues. I'm going to play Resident... Oh, Ray. Haha. I'm going to have to show you what I picked up, man. I took the quest back. I couldn't take the headaches, man. It was giving me headaches. I'm going to have to turn on Reshade once we get to Burrito. You guys got to see it. It's pretty. Have I played other games and streamed? Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know what, though? I had an issue streaming The Outer Worlds one day. And ever since then, I've noticed, I think it was ever since then I started having these problems. Maybe, I don't know. But my temperatures aren't, you know, I don't know. It's not too bad. But, you know, I've streamed Dolphin before and using Reshade with, you know, all my stuff open, and I haven't had this problem. So I really don't know. I really don't know, man. You thought Samus didn't speak English? She was just like, I don't know, I don't understand these fools. I'm just here. Maybe she's a mute, like literally she can't speak. Maybe the birds took her vocal box out. Or maybe she didn't learn English. She just knows Chozo. So like, maybe in Metroid Prime 4 she'll finally go to speak and she'll just like. Oh, but I mean, she did speak in Other M, but I guess we don't count that game. Any temps below 85 are fine. Well, I looked it up. It said 70 was like the max, and anything over 70 would mean you start the throttle. So, but I haven't gotten over 70. So I mean, I'm 68's my max. Other M ruined the surprise. Could you imagine though if the Other M she just speak? Alright. What, the Smashers? The Samus Smashers.
She's coming too. Can you hear me, Samus?
See, my fans are cranking up a little bit, but my temperatures aren't out of control.
Vital signs are stable. Welcome back, Samus. You've been asleep for quite some time. A month to be.
Wow, her models are really simplistic compared to like the Admirals, huh?
At the end of the battle, we found you and what's even.
She doesn't even look like a real person. She's like a blow-up doll. She's like a talking blow-up doll.
Troopers wearing this device have phazon pumped to their weapons from an external backpack. But in your case, think about it. With this phazon,
yeah, remember me.
Body, you can fuel the PED using your own internal energy. Pretty effective, don't you?
Yeah, Ray, I put new thermal compound on my CPU today too, and I saw a decrease in temperatures a little bit, so it helped a little, but I mean, it's not really even getting too hot to begin with. I know, right? Gosh, dude, this is starting to run like Echoes was running.
Recharging energy reserves.
Seems like the issues with the particles, dude, because this one there's a lot of particles going on.
Training complete.
You must have noticed.
Dude, I hadn't changed my thermal paste in like 2 or 3 years.
The past month, we've learned
It was like when I took it off, it was like just a thin film of dust almost. It was pretty bad.
Good luck. Oh, and
I don't know, maybe I need to underclock my CPU back to a stock clock. Maybe the overclock's finally starting to show signs. I've had it overclocked since I got it, like 3 years. I mean, I'll lose a little performance, but if that'd be worse than it's running right now. It's funny though how many people actually have this type of performance and Dolphin with the Prime games would still play. They're like, I don't care, I'll go through all this choppiness. I guess I'm spoiled because, yeah, dude, my frame rate's all over the place right now. What the heck, dude? I've never had this issue. Really irritating. Alright, we're almost to Brio. Better save here just in case. In case we get any crashes. It does seem like the longer I play and stream, I start having these performance issues more and more. But I mean, I was getting crashes like crazy from the beginning, so I don't know. This build has been a lot more stable than the other two. Yeah, I can't take the week off for real.
Samus, you made it. Please proceed through the
Yeah, hurry up. Mother Brain is expecting me. At least I still have Bloom because I'm using the Ishiruka Bloom shader.
clearance confirmed, G5. Opening chamber vault.
Alright, open the door, man. We don't got all day. We want to get to Brio, man. Yeah, maybe. It isn't super overclocked though. It's not like I've got it 5 gigs. It's only 4.3. But I'm gonna try going back to a stock clock and see if that might help a little. I don't really know what else to do, man.
Let us begin. Time is most critical. During the attempted pirate invasion,
The thing is, I don't seem to be having issues with playing any other games. Although I'm not streaming anything else.
these planets are named
I guess we'll see, because I plan on streaming Reach. Maybe next week we'll see.
these leviathans have impacted and embedded themselves deep into each planet. The leviathans must be. 2 weeks ago, we dispatched Gore to Elise.
Mother Brain.
Radar. Like you, they were in their absence. Please be on the lookout. Good luck.
Gosh, even without Reshade though, it does look pretty nice, man. The colors in this one are a lot better than the other two games. And more vibrant. Man, those stars are ugly though. They don't even look like stars. Like holes in black paper. If someone took a pen, you know, when you were a kid, did you ever take black paper and like tape it up to your window and just poke holes through it so you can pretend you were in outer space? That's kind of what those stars look like.
Samus, the fleet is now moving to the rendezvous location. You will no longer be able to dock with us from this point forward. Rest assured, we will keep communication lines open and supply you with information when necessary. Good luck on Brio.
Oh my gosh, Brio, finally, dude. It took me an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to get to Brio. That's horrible. My playtime's gonna be so bad. Alright, but I gotta turn on Reshade for this because Brio looks really good with Reshade on. Evan, what's up, man? Are you shocked by how horrible my playtime has been? Well, at least we made it to Brio, guys. No, man, it's been crashing on. We're having technical issues like crazy tonight. Prime Trilogy uses 3D liquids. Yeah, Prime 3 is all sorts of advanced compared to the first two. Alright, so this is Brio. I'm gonna have to touch up my shader real quick while we're here so you guys can check it out. What it do, what it do. Hold on a second. Got it. There we go. Some of these screen space effects won't work if you're in windowed mode. So this one I like, but I have to make some adjustments to it. One, just to get rid of that ugly. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so we got that. Looks like that's all the way up. Alright, so that's one. And there's another one over here. Let's see. There's my bloom. Alright. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. There we go. You tone down the darks a little bit though. A little too dark. The HDR and tone map, man, it does a lot. It really does. It gives a really cool contrast to the game. Somewhere in there. So as you can see, with, it just adds a little, especially like the rocks and stuff. See how washed out some of that looks? This really adds a lot. I really love how this looks now. Might still take a little bit of the dark out of it, but a little. I think some of the bloom's a little too loud. I had made all these adjustments before, but it was a different version. Different profile. The bloom, I think I go to 0.2. And then the threshold, we're gonna clean that further. Down. Hold on a sec. That looks pretty good. It's good enough for the time being. Yeah, thanks, man. It does. Thank Ray. Ray's to thank for the Prime 1 water, man. He single-handedly transformed that. Yeah, did you see all the? If you go into like your wire mode, you can see how many triangles they actually use to triangulate and create the water. It's pretty crazy. Oh, look at that, though. Look at that. It looks so freaking cool. Ah, I love this. Is my favorite level in the game. Brio. Then when you get further in Brio, where it kind of starts to look like Fendrana. Pretty awesome. Alright, how much time we got? About 10 minutes left. Should we go in a little bit here? Yeah, I used to do videos, a lot of videos on how to set up Reshade and stuff, you know, before I started really getting into the NPR project. We're really trying to incorporate Reshade into the NPR project so that we can just have the game looking like this when you guys load it up and you don't really have to do much. Of course, you want to be able to turn it off just in case you have serious performance issues. Dude, you see the Brio guy over there? The Brazilian? The Brazilian. The Brazilians. But yeah, man. I'll have to do another video on my settings. Yeah, man, it's looking pretty nice. I love this level with Reshade. It just looks so good. I'm really starting to get some issues though. I better go back and save. I go back and save this shit, man. Man, yeah, dude, it's so crazy. Performance jumps and spikes I'm having. I'm not getting any freezes though, at least. Not freezing on me. Ray, what do you think it is, man? I mean, we used to mod the heck out of these games and never had all these performance issues. You think they've just what kind of made the versions of Dolphin worse over time? What version of Dolphin were you saying worked really well for you? I'll have to go back and use an older version, man. Because I know when I first streamed this 2 years ago, I used, I think it was 970. Oh, what am I doing? I used 970 and I never had any problems, man. Not like it's having now. Well, what version of Reshade did we use back then, man? The bad part is some of these effects we have now don't exist. It didn't exist back then. Ishiruka 950, still the best. The Brio is a super Earth. Dude, your laptop gets up to 90C? Holy moly, that's hot. That's so hot, dude. You don't have it in your lap when that happens, do you? You have like massive burns on your lap. That's horrible. Oh yeah, I like shooting these burst into like purple blood. Alright guys, we're gonna stop here though. Sorry to make more progress. I'm gonna figure this out, man. If I have to use an older version of, I mean, if I'm gonna use the Wii Remote, it doesn't matter if I'm not gonna be able to use PRIMEHACK. I'm gonna try going back to an old version and see if that fixes it. I'll try an old version. I'm gonna try a bunch of stuff this week. I'm gonna try an old version of Ishiruka with the new version of Reshade. I'm gonna try an old version of Ishiruka with an old version of Reshade. I'm gonna try the new version of Ishiruka with an old version of Reshade. I'm gonna try all kinds of stuff and see if I can figure out and, you know, really narrow down what the best, you know, options are gonna be. You know what else is weird is playing at the default FOV. I haven't played at the default FOV in a long time. I've been using PRIMEHACK, and you can change the FOV in PRIMEHACK. They usually go around like a 69 or 70 FOV, where the normal FOV is like 60. Just that extra 10 points in FOV really make a difference in the game. It's like, I don't know, I really like that perspective. Anyway, man. You used SSGI even heavier than Reshade. I don't know, man. Are you having problems too with newer versions of Dolphin and Reshade? Like performance problems? If you say yes, I'll feel a lot better. Just because, you know, I don't want it to be my computer. I don't think it is though, man. Like I said, I haven't had any issues with any other games, so it's got to be an issue with Dolphin, man. I don't know. Not everybody's doing everything we're doing to Dolphin either, you know, so it's hard to say. That's another reason why I like putting out those videos with my settings and all that, because then more people try it and then they can tell me, yeah, it sucks, this runs like crap, or, you know, It runs great on my my Threadripper, 3rd gen Threadripper. Newer versions, you're facing the same issues. Okay, well that makes me feel better, man. You know what's weird though? I wasn't having these issues. It must just be these new builds, man, because I wasn't having them either, even not too long ago. Oh, you've had performance problems too, Evan. Do you use Reshade as well, or are you just playing just straight Dolphin and still having problems? Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like a real kind of a downer. We got to figure this out though, because we're working on releasing our own build of Dolphin for NPR project, and you know, it's gonna have PrimeHack integrated, and we just got to make sure we're using the absolute best version, even if it's missing some of these newer features. Because newer stuff, I mean, just because it's new doesn't make it better always. You know, sometimes they think, oh, we're making it better, it's gonna be so much better and have all these new features, but then it just bogs your performance down. And it's like, I'd rather have a stripped down version with fewer features that runs perfect. You know what I mean? Where we can just load it up, and even when we want to put Reshade on it, whatever, and it runs great. You use Reshade as well? Okay. Yeah, Mandeli, ask Tino. Let me know what he says, man. If, yeah, I mean, we can kind of narrow this down and figure it out. I mean, even if you would be willing to help us with our NPR launcher build, and that way we have a version of Dolphin that is specifically made for these games that just runs the absolute best it possibly can. I don't know. That might be your PC. Well, no, I don't think it is, man. I thought it was my PC too. And Ray has a beast PC, you know, and he's having these same issues. So I don't think it's our PCs, guys. It's Dolphin. It's these newer versions. There's something up with them. I don't know what they're doing to the back end. I don't know, you know, if they're changing something with that back end or the video format or what. But yeah, man. Something's going on. 950 is the best so far, according to Ray. So I'm gonna try 950 this week, and if 950 works better for me, hey Ray, are you using the newest version of Reshade with 950, or are you using an older version of Reshade? The newest version is, hold on, let me see. What does it say? I think it's 4.3.2 is the new one. I think this one I'm using right here is 4.2 or 4.3.0 or something. The newest version. So even with 950 you're having issues? Yeah, it sucks because, you know, the older versions don't have the PPFX shaders, which I really like, but I'll give them up if, I mean, as long as I have, well, really, I really like the PPFX bloom. I can live without the ambient occlusion, the screen space directional occlusion. I can live without. I cannot live without the ambient light. I gotta have ambient light. I would like to have the PPFX bloom, but I mean, if we don't, we don't. There's other tone maps you can use, so. Alright, well guys, I'm going to test out, and we're going to figure this out, man, so we won't have all these issues, we get a smooth run. If I have to use the Wii Remote for this whole run, that's fine with me. Hopefully, we'll figure this out, though. You got a Radeon RX, Evan, yeah. That's a decent card. I mean, 4 gigs of RAM is decent for Dolphin. I'm using I got a GTX 1070, so I got 8 gigs of RAM, video RAM. So I don't know, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna take off, man. I really appreciate you guys sticking through all the technical issues. Evan, Ray, Latrol, Mandeli stopped by earlier. John, all you guys, man, I really appreciate it. Donald, really appreciate you guys coming by the stream again. I'll see you next week, and maybe next week we might be doing 2 streams if we can figure out the Reach stream. We might be streaming some Reach as well. Take it easy, Super Saiyan. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it, though. You guys have a good night.